Okay, so we have done all sorts of two-step equations. And what we're going to do today is we're going to write and solve two-step equations. Okay, and basically what I mean when I say write, okay, we're going to take a verbal sentence and we're going to translate it into an equation. Okay, so our objective, take a verbal sentence and translate into an equation, then solve. Okay? Everybody write that down.
Do I have to write the equation? I mean the objective.
Of course.
Why? I never do. I mean,
Do it.
No.
Okay, so let's say,
Sorry.
what are some things that we associate with, okay, if I have, okay, some words that we associate with addition.
Addition.
Don't blurt, please raise your hand. What are some words?
Some.
Okay, some. What's another one? Don't blurt, please raise your hand.
Sorry.
Another one? Lily? Add, okay. Another one?
Plus.
Plus. What about more than?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greater than.
Don't blurt, please. Okay, yes?
Greater than.
Yeah, sort of. Okay, lots of words that mean addition. Okay? What about some, yes.
A bigger amount.
Okay, all of those we can kind of figure, but these are the main ones, right? Okay, so let's look at subtraction. Okay, what are some words that we associate with subtraction?
Me.
Okay,
Difference.
difference, very good. What's another one?
Less than.
Less than. Braden?
Lower than.
Lower than, yeah, kind of the same thing. Lower than, what about minus? Okay. Okay, I kind of understand that. What about multiplication? And again, this isn't exhaustive. This isn't all of them, but this is a lot of them. Okay, some that remind us of multiplication. Jackson.
Multiple. Multiply.
Okay.
Got there honestly.
Another one? Lily?
The multiplication sign, whatever it is.
Okay, so we'll just say times.
Yeah.
Okay, what's another one? What's an answer to a multiplication problem? Product, good.
Oh.
Okay, sometimes you see the word twice.
Why?
Okay, that means like twice a number. You multiply times 2.
I've really
Okay.
only for division.
All right, so now let's look at
Wait.
division.
Wait. Oh wait, no, we're not. Never mind.
Okay, division.
Quotient.
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 What's another one? Brooklyn? Divide or divide by. Okay, sometimes you see the word into, like how many 3s go into 12, right? Okay. What's one more? Jose?
Over.
Over, okay. Talia?
It's like grouping, kind of.
Grouping is probably more along the lines of multiplication.
Oh.
Okay. Yes,
Keep it in
Denominator.
multiplication.
sort of. Okay, now when you see this, okay, this is really important. Are you guys writing all this down?
Yeah.
Okay. When you see this, a number, if you see this, that means a variable. Okay, so you can pretty much make that variable anything you want to. If, in other words, if I said 2 times a number, What's a way you could represent that? 2x or 2y or 2m. Does that make sense? Okay. When you see the word is, that means equals. So if I said 2 times a number is 4, and you were going to write that equation, what would that say? 2 times a number would be 2x equals 4. Does that make sense? Okay. And then you solve it. Okay. Now, these are two-step equations. So there's going to be either multiplication and division, then there's going to be addition and subtraction. And then there's going to be an is, and then there's going to be an answer. Okay? Does everybody have all this written down?
No.
Okay, let's get it written down. Come on. All right, are we good?
No. I'm on the subtraction. Sir, what? Hey, Mr. Kersey, I see you.
Alright, I'm
All right, glasses up. Bye. No, just kidding.
Yeah, actually, what was that bell?
You wish, man.
When does class get out?
Later. Okay.
So where was there a bell?
All right, so let's talk about how we're going to translate these into an equation, okay? So if I have something, let's start with an easy one, okay? Write this down. If you saw this, 4 more than 3 times a number is 19. Okay, write that sentence down. Write that sentence down. And then we're going to translate that into an equation. Okay?
Mr. Kersey.
Now let's look for some things here. Okay? Do we have an is up there? Remember, is our what? That's our equal sign. And that says is 19. So we can start with saying equals 19. Okay? And you can underline or cross them out as you go. If you have a highlighter, you can highlight them. Now, this says 4 more than. What is 4 more than something? What is more than implies what? Brooklyn? Addition. And if we're doing 4 more than something, ready?
Yeah.
If we're doing 4 more than something, what's that going to look like? Something plus 4, right? So we've done this. Now, 3 times a number. Okay, what is 3 times a number? How are we going to represent that? Jackson? 3x, or 3y, or 3m, or 3w. I don't care what variable you use. We'll just say 3x. Okay, what have I turned that into? A what? Two-step equation, right? Okay, now, the other part that we're doing after we write these from verbal into an equation, a numerical equation, is we're going to solve. Okay, this is actually an algebraic equation because there's variables. Put this in my box. What's outside that box? What kind of 4? A plus 4. So I get rid of that by, I subtract 4 and I subtract 4.
Oh, we're doing the one.
Okay, and you have to show me all the steps. This gives me 3x equals, what's 19 minus 4? And this is now a one-step equation. I'm going to divide each side by 3. And what does x equal?
5.
X equals 5, okay? All right. Okay, do you understand what we did there?
Yes.
The ones that are tricky are the ones that involve subtraction, okay? Let's try a few more of these. Can I erase this?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this one. 5 is 7 less than twice a number. Okay. Now here's why subtraction is tricky. What is 7 minus 3 the same as 3 minus 7?
No.
It's not. 7 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 7, and 7 times 3 is the same as 3 times 7, but you have to be careful with subtraction because you have to have the correct number first, right? Do I have an is up here?
Yes.
Okay, so this says 5 is. So what does that mean? My answer equals what?
7.
Okay, 5 is. Okay, so I've taken care of this. Now, 7 less than twice the number. Do you think that's 7 minus 2x, or do you think that is 2x minus 7? Well, what does that say? 7 less than a number.
Minus 7.
I would agree. Okay, so if I have twice a number, I can say 2y, and 7 less than that is going to be minus 7.
Wait,
Okay.
does it matter what order you put it in? So let's say I did 7 minus 2i?
No, that'd be.
I just mentioned that. Yes, it does matter. Very, very much. Because 7 minus 3 is not the same as 3 minus 7, is it? Okay. What am I going to do here? What do I have? A
Step equation.
two-step equation. Okay, so let's solve this. What's outside that box?
Negative 7.
A negative 7. And I get rid of that by
Positive 7.
positive 7 on both sides. Those are gone. I have 2y equals, what's 5 plus 7? 12. Divide each side by?
2.
And what does y equal?
6.
6. Okay? Okay. I'm going to read you one, and I want you to try it. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. 7 more than the quotient. 7 more than the quotient of a number and 3 is 10. 7 more than the quotient of a number and 3 is 10.
Wait, what?
7
more.
more than the quotient of a number and 3
N3?
and 3
And?
is 10. Okay. From that sentence, did I have an is?
Yes.
So my answer equals 10. Now, 7 more than something means that I'm going to do what?
Add 7.
I'm going to add 7. So I'm going to put plus 7 here. And then I said the quotient of a number and 3. The quotient of a number, the quotient means what? Division. The quotient, in other words, the division answer of a number and 3 means a number divided by 3. A number and 3. Quotient.
I'm not going to do it.
Now, what goes in the box? X divided by 3. What's outside the box? A plus 7. And I'm going to get rid of that by
Negative 7.
minus 7 here, minus 7 here. Those cancel, so I'm left with x divided by 3 equals, what's 10 minus 7? 3. Now, this way, I can do it either way. I'm just going to say x. What's 3 times 3? 9 equals x.
Wait,
Okay.
don't erase that. I was going to say 10 or 1.
Okay. Let's try another one. I'm going to read you one. Ready? All right. 7 less. What should you already be doing?
Minus 7.
Somewhere on your paper you should be putting minus 7.
Wait, I
'Cause
thought
this-
it said 7 less.
That is 7 less.
But do we write it in number form or just?
Just put minus 7. Okay. 7 less than twice a number. 7 less than twice a number. What do you think why did I emphasize than? Because it's not 7 minus 2x, it's what?
7.
2x minus 7.
2x minus 7, because it's 7 less than 2 times the number. So you should have 2x or 2y or 2m or 2g, whatever, minus 7. Okay? If I get all crazy and I do 2m minus 7, okay? What are you also listening for?
Is.
Is 5. Is 5. Solve it.
than, does that automatically mean it goes?
Well, it depends. It could be less than or greater than. It depends on how it's used.
But
Okay.
If it's less, is it always going to go after, like, the?
If it says 5 less than 2, then it's 2 minus 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, what do I do here? How do I solve this? Okay, Braden?
Okay, so what I did is I put 2m or 2x in a box.
Uh-huh.
Then I did positive 7.
Very good.
And then 5 plus 7 is 12. And then I divided 2 divided by 12. And then I got n equals 6.
Very good. Okay. All right.
I got it.
Try this one. I'm going to give you one more. I want to see if you get it right. Okay?
I don't have space for one more.
Find some space.
Yeah.
I'll do it in my head.
That sounds like a you problem,
Flip your paper over.
not a me
Gen
problem.
Z, Mr. Kersey.
Next one. 3 more. 3 more than the quotient of a number and 2. 3 more than the quotient of a number and 2 is 7. 3 more. What did you automatically do when I said 3 more? The quotient of a number and 2 is 7. Okay, solve it. What goes in the box?
3A.
Oh.
How do I go to this plus 3?
Oh, wait. Oh, I got that right?
Equals 4.
Okay.